Hi. Hello, hello, hello. This glare is killer. Maybe I should turn the other way, right? So, hi. My name is Constance McCall. I am a spiritual advisor slash a spiritual teacher. I'm coming to YouTube today to actually talk about some very persistent topics that's kind of been slowly slipping out today as far as religion is going and as far as spiritual awareness is going. I am seeing that we are actually entering a dawn of spiritual awareness, and a lot of people are slowly but surely starting to become aware of this spiritualness sorry that we all have like inside of us. So now with this new spiritual awareness and this new spiritual awakening that we are a part of, the real question is, what is God? You know, because I see a lot of people are very spiritual, like they're all about meditating and focusing on yourself. But then you kind of ask them, well, what do you believe in? Like, what do you believe in? And they're still believing in, the whole worshiping technique, the whole man in the sky technique, and just still looking very outward for answers. And at this point where we're seeing this slowly but like surely spiritual awareness happening, it's just kind of like you can't be both, honestly. I mean, you can, but why would you choose to be both when you have the option of choosing between being completely spiritual and knowing who you are and being in tune with yourself and your spiritualness? But why would you want to look out into the world and still try to search for answers? And that's what I found myself doing recently is I've basically figured out kind of like exactly what all this is and how to go about it and how to grow through the levels of it. But I'm still unfortunately looking very much out into the world around me and trying to find answers. I've been going through this meditation group and I've been so I don't really know what's happening. It's very cultural difference. It's Hindu, I guess, beliefs, but I don't really know if it's like a separate belief because what we kind of do is we meditate and we kind of like go to this supreme source inside of us and allow that to like fill our cups. And I definitely believe in that, like that there's a light energy that we can take from any time and it is the brightest point of light. And if I can show you guys what that point of light is, I would, but I can. That's a good thing. So I am showing you that point of light. Do you see this thing shining directly into the camera right now? That thing shining directly into the camera right now happens, just so happens to be that point of light that we can all take from. And the good thing about it is, even whenever you don't see it and it's not there, it is still there. It is still there to your disposal to take from whenever you need to. And so basically, what we do in the meditation is we connect to that source, but we connect to it inside of us because that light exists inside of all of us. But what they do they also are very worshipy, and I'm not very worshipy because I choose to worship myself because my body is my temple. And so when I say that term, my body is my temple, I seriously take that to consideration because it's the truest thing. Because when you meditate, where are you going? You're going deep inside of yourself. Whenever you are not only meditating, but whenever you are thinking, where are those thoughts coming from? Where is your stream of consciousness flowing from? That's another thing with the stream of consciousness and stream of consciousness, the persistent thoughts, being able to escape whenever you want by just closing your eyes and going to a place of ecstasy. I think that should be enough for you to say, well, uh, what is all this? What exactly am I doing right now? And so, what I'm here to do today is kind of just talk about that. Just talk about really what it is that you do when you meditate and what it is that we are and how you should see yourself. Because I see a lot of people seeing themselves as less than nothing. And you should never feel like you're less than nothing because you are more than everything. And everything is more than you. But at the same time, you are more than everything. Whenever I say that, I am saying that we are all one, everything's all connected. But we all have our differences, and every can't be a part of everything, but everything can be a part of us. And with energy, it is always transferring. It's always transferring with every connection you make, whether it be the connection you make to the trees, the connections you make when you're barefooted outside, or the connections you make when you look someone in the eye, when you shake someone's hand, the connections have been made. And you can make deeper connections, but the most important connection to make is that connection with yourself. Because you sit inside of a throne, okay? The Asian cultures and Indian cultures would say that this is where you sit, but the Egyptians would say that this is where you sit. But I think that in both places are connection spots. You think you have kind of guiding force here, and you have a guiding force here. You need both of them strong to have your mind, your body, and your soul all intact at one time. The three fundamentals of life: mind, body, and soul. Or Mercury, salt, and Mercury, salt, and I got this. Mercury, salt, and Mercury, salt, and you know, I don't need to be like fishing for thoughts in my brain when I have a whole book that I write in about all of these things. But so yes, sulfur. So we have sulfur, which is representing the soul, mercury, which is representing the mind, and salt, which represents the body. And this is basically alchemy. This is me of my beginner alchemy notes. And so basically, if you don't know what alchemy is, it's what the ancient Egyptians studied, and they were very good at it. What the principle of alchemy is that which is above corresponds with that which is below. It's the understanding of the relationship between consciousness and matter. So, what is the relationship between consciousness and matter? It is the relationship of alchemy, and that which is below is that which is above. So, when I see that, what I'm basically seeing is that, like, we are our higher selves. If that makes any sense to you, I believe that we are all our separate images, but we all have this connection to our own higher artists, our own higher points. And you can tune into this connection with your higher self anytime that you want through meditation, through unplugging, through simple things as well, much as lighting incense, lighting candles, things to please your higher self. Because there's certain scents, certain smells that you may feel more drawn to than the next person. And those scents are the scents that please your higher selves. And those scents please you because you are your higher self. And when you get that connection going with you and yourself, then that's whenever a lot of other gifts start to open up in your life. You start to realize that everything around you is merely just a ride, and you are here on this earth able to create, explore, and possibilities are endless. But we have so many religions set up because we come from a very primitive ancestral group. All of us come from very primitive people. And with that being said, is that with primitive people, they were searching for answers the same way we are today. And they figured it out in some senses. There's a lot of religions that have figured it out, like with meditation and looking in, but they still have this worship inside. And the thing is with these prophets who are there all worshiping, for example, Buddha, Jesus, Horus, these prophets they're worshiping are people who just basically taught them about spiritual awareness and consciousness and how to be one with your higher self. But we kind of got confused along the writing ways and kind of took what someone else was saying in another light and confused it, manipulated it to be something completely different, to be a worshiping game. And life is merely everything but a worshiping game. We are not here to worship. We are not here to sit and be steady. Instead, we are here to only have one viewer, and it kind of sucks.
Who's the
I don't know. I think it's probably just like YouTube, making sure I don't say anything like stupid.
comment?
I think it's just YouTube. But it's like if I can keep going with this, like it will eventually start to like work itself out. And that's the way I think about everything. Is like I put trust in everything. Like the last thing I'm going to do is stress because stress is a killer. And society, what we live in today, is kind of set up to turn us away from everything but ourselves. We're not in a situation where we're able to live free, live worry free with no cares in the world because of everything that society has set up. All of the systems, all of the structures, going to work, going to school, driving a car, even is just distracting your brain. You don't realize how much you think when you drive. When you're driving, you are thinking of way too much at one time, and you are in control of a vehicle that is literally a machine that you're operating. So just driving itself is taken away from time, but we all do it. We all live in part of the drama. We all forget to take away that time for ourselves. That is the most important time that you need to take. So when people say self love is the best love, it's not when you say that in the sense of saying it's not so much on the physical, saying I love myself, I look good, I'm pretty. No, it's more of saying self love is the best love, as in like I can take the time away to sit with my thoughts and to sit in myself and to be comfortable in my own dharma, not in the dharma of everyone else. The dharma of everyone else is what we see in society. We are confused in other people's ways of thinking, and that those thoughts have been instilled into us ever since childhood, ever since early birth. We have been instilled into society's drama because it's been set up to be that way. But me, however, I'm not going to teach my kids to be part of the drama. My kids are going to be drama free, very spiritual beings who I am going to homeschool, and I'm going to teach them everything they need to be taught that is a necessity to growth into everyday life. I hope that with this new spiritual awareness that is coming through, this new age that we're about to enter into very soon, I hope with this time period that we're jumping into, we're going to start seeing a lot of more people getting on the same wave, being like, hey, like what is all of this, like why am I following all of this, like what exactly is it that I'm living in. And with that, with just asking questions, that is just an amazing thing. That is just like the spark of it all is asking questions. Once you begin to question everything, whenever answers come in, because you can't be clueless without questions, right? Especially when you're connected to a higher source, your questions will not be unfulfilled. But in order to be connected to that higher source, you have to acknowledge it in yourself. You have to first acknowledge the fact that you are a high being, that you are more than matter. You are a soul, you are a body, and you are a mind. You are everything all in one. So you are able to think on a godly level, to think on a higher level, because you are a higher being. And once you begin to realize I am a higher being and nothing else in this earth matters other than myself, you begin to live for yourself. And you begin to live for things that make you happy. You follow your own passions, you follow your own rules, and nothing takes you out of the ballpark of yourself. And nothing can bother you. The stress you have from school, the stress you have from work, none of it. It's all petty. It's all nothingness because you realize that you are the only thing that matters in this game. You're the only thing that matters in this puzzle. You are the piece that needs to be filled inside of yourself in order to reach yourself in other heights. I'm not completely discrediting society because I do love going to go get me some coffee from the coffee shops every once in a while. I love to eat. I love to go to restaurants. And I know that there's people working that are part of the drama and I'm supporting it every time I go out and I eat. But but I just push for it. I push for us to live in a world where there's nothingness. Complete land, complete freedom to make connections, to travel. Like back in the old days, they used to literally never stay places that long. They would build camps, squat, do what they need to do, and then they'd be on to the next area. It was always a move. It was always a movement. We migrated the same way the birds migrated. We followed a pattern, and now we're just so stuck in our like locations, in our areas, in our houses, in our apartment buildings, in our jobs that we do not live like we're supposed to be living, and it kind of just like sucks, that we can't live the way we should live. But if you can still find time to unplug from the drama, that is like the best times for yourself. The times you decide to stay home instead of going out. The times you wake up in the morning and you meditate first thing in the morning because you want to make that connection with yourself. That is effort to be a higher being. That is effort to be better. And not a lot of people have that in them. Um, well, this talk was fun. I very much enjoy just speaking about what I believe in and kind of just getting a feel of this new YouTube live thing because this is my first YouTube live, and I just really just wanted to get on here to talk. And although no one tuned in, I still feel very satisfied getting my message out and speaking and just letting people know that, think of yourself in a higher light because that's all that you are. And no one else is going to take that away from you. Not a single soul. No one. No one can take your soul away. No one can take your soul away. Only you. Only you can sever the connection. But once you choose to improve the connection and to be deeper in yourself and more rooted in yourself, then everything else in the world around you has merely no matter at all. So, yeah. Peace out. I'm going to keep this video uploaded. I hope that in the future some people tune in and they watch it because this is my first live, and from the progression that I'm going to go from this, it's going to be amazing. And if you want to just stay tuned because I'll talk every day if it came down to it. I have a lot to say. I can answer any questions. I can even do some one-on-one, some personal time. Get my email. We can always talk about things. I'm free of charge, life coach, spiritual guidance, spiritual help you to unlock some answers in your life. It's all free, all on me because I just want to help people. So, yeah, if you guys want to see more, just watch this video after it's uploaded and comment and get my attention. Let me know that this is reaching someone. At least if it's just one person that sees this, just let me know that it affected you and it touched you in some type of way because these things matter to me because I don't do this for nothing. I do it for a reason. I do it to see everyone living their life because it's the best place to live. So thank you guys for watching and have a good day. Have a great blessed day. Count every single blessing. It is important. Everything is a gift. Just life itself is a gift. Every breath is a gift as well. All right. Bye, guys.